people. I'm Marquita Hudgens, and today I want to talk to you about the pros of starting now. This is the Voice Behind the Voice podcast. You can find me on Amazon. 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 We'll talk about Amazon later. But you can find me on anchor.fm/voice gigs, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Tumblr, at Voice Gigs, and mhudgens.me/voice gigs. If you just go there, mhudgens.me/voice gigs, or click on my little link, the little link button, um, you will go to Voice Gigs, the Voice Gigs landing page on my website, and it'll basically take you to everything. Everything you need to know is there. My listen link no longer goes to Anchor. It now goes to my actual podcast page, which is mhudgens.me/voicepod. So now that we got that out of the way, let me pay a bill or two. And sorry, let me take this time to you know how I just like I'm just so me. I don't know. I feel like nothing that was gonna come out of my mouth just in that moment was gonna be any worse than me just saying I'm just so me. I'm just me. That's the only way that I can explain the thought that I had at the moment. No, that's not what I'm gonna do right now. No, not right now. Stop. That's not what I meant. Okay, so y'all know I already told you how it goes. Anchor's trying to pay me, so I'm trying to let Anchor pay me. Okay. All right. So let's figure out what we're gonna talk about. Okay. All right. So I'm basically just going to spend episode 20 of the Voice Behind the Voice focusing on why it is so important to start while you have little to no audience members. So many people are like waiting, like it's like they're waiting for this miraculous moment where hundreds of thousands of people are just looking for them and waiting for them to say something or do something in front of the camera. And if that's you, like, I'm so glad you're here, and you're going to be glad you're here too. Because I want to tell you, and these are just some things that I'm learning, because obviously, if you look, if you are here in the year 2021, in the month of May, you'll see the first week of the month of May, you will see that, oh, second week if you're watching this, you will see that I don't have very many subscribers. Unless a miracle happens over the next 24 hours or the next 7 days, I have very little subscribers, followers, like all that stuff. Very few. And I'm basically dedicating this next few episodes on letting you know that that's not a bad thing. It really isn't, because for this particular episode, um, I'm talking about having little to no audience members, because it's a huge reason why people don't get started. That's one of the things that people are talking about when they say that they're not ready or they want to do it when they get ready. Another thing is money. People want to wait until they have money. Let me show you something. I don't want to mess this up, but I'm surrounded by like free apps, either free apps, apps that you can pay the whole year for, so it just kind of feels like it's free all year, um, or like apps that don't cost that much money. So basically, you'll see that this is Otter.ai and it's recording what I'm saying. But I'm really showing you this microphone. So I got this microphone off of AliExpress or Alibaba, and it was like, I know it was less than $10, like five. I think I'm pushing it to say it cost $5. But put that down there without messing anything up. Yep, I'm messing stuff up. Surely. And it's good because like the microphone is like 2 feet away from my mouth. I'm trying to. I put it back on the stand, and it turned my volume all the way down. Okay, so it's like 2 feet away from me, and I'm watching it like record my every word. So it's a good microphone for just a little bit of money on an old iPhone. I haven't used this iPhone um probably in like 6 months or so. And this is the iPhone I talk about a lot. I talked about this iPhone a lot throughout my 100-day challenge because it was an old phone. I got it for free. One of my friends got a new phone through their job, and I was like, "Hey, give me that phone. Like, let me have your iPhone." I never had an iPhone before, so it didn't matter that it was an iPhone 6. And if you know me, it really would have never mattered. It still doesn't matter that it's an iPhone 6. The only issue is that the battery's really messed up and it'll turn off and be off for a long time. This phone has been off for like a month, and I finally got it to turn on. And I have to keep it on the charger to stay on. So the phone is crap. That's my point. Like, you don't have to wait to have like this great equipment or all this money. Like, put the little microphone for $2-3 in the old phone that you don't even use anymore. I had to get a an adapter, so that my newer, still not the newest, but my newer iPhone and my 3 year old's iPad, so that I could hook. I had to get the adapter that allows me to hook an actual aux cord into with the iPhone charger thingy. So um, so since I mentioned Amazon, um, this microphone is $60. It came with the kit. Like, this came with it. The other cover that I had on some of the videos I just did recently, like if you watch a few videos back, you'll see another cover. It comes with another stand, the little interesting stand that's like, it's like a circle and it has like things sticking out, and you see people use them all the time. They're pretty cool. Just I'm not gonna say I can't find mine. I'm really not in the mood to look for it. That's just where I'm at. So this whole stand came with it. Some other stuff came with it too. I want to say, I don't want to mess it up, but if you go to mhudgens.me/Amazon, or if you're already on the Voice Gigs page on mhudgens.me, you will see that I have, right under the YouTube video, I have a link to go to my Amazon Associates page. And you can go there and you will see stuff like this, equipment type things. You'll see, I'm not sure if I have the camera with the microphone on it, but I'm using this microphone now to record my podcast on Anchor through my 3 year old's iPad. Let me tell you, like, don't stop trying to wait until everything looks perfect, because it doesn't matter. You wouldn't know any of this if I didn't tell you. I have a little ring light here, that's on top of my computer. This Chromebook, I want to say I got it refurbished a few years ago. It was like $300, which is nothing like when you got like your income tax. You know what I mean? Like, for real, you know. And a lot of us still haven't even gotten our California income tax yet, so it's something to put on the list. Um, but this little ring light that I got, actually, my cousin gave it to me because her it was her my 11-year-old cousin. I got my 11-year-old cousin wasn't using it, and my cousin, she just knew that. Thank you, Bonnie. She was like, she kind of just knew that I'm gonna need it. So I haven't really used it a lot in the last, what she gave it to me like 9 months ago, but I'm using it now because I like the way that it brings. But then I have another ring light that's a little bigger than that. Um, that's also on the Amazon Associates page. It has like 3 modes. Let me show you. It has a little remote control thingy on it, and like, okay, I turned it off. Look what that did. I also got these lights. They're not on the Amazon page because I can't remember if I got them from Amazon. I can't find them. But I'm going to show you that too. Let me show you that first. This light, I can't even remember what number it's on. But I have like 8 settings, and it does a lot of different stuff. I don't know if it's all the way up. It's battery operated. Do you see that? Um, I I got them a while back, and then I didn't really use them until the Snowmageddon, the super crazy snowstorm that we got out here earlier this year, because the lights were out for like 3 days. So it just really, they came in handy because it was dark. It was like super dark. So I pulled them out and I put them over my window. I used them just then, and then I saw a video from Think Media on YouTube that was talking about how you can. Okay, so I'm going to show you the ring light now and what it does. Think Media was doing a video of how, this is the light I have now, how you need to have like the like more sepia colored lights, softer lights. I can't remember what they called it, but so that's why I have this on this setting, and that gets super bright. That's one mode. That's the mode that I'm using, and I don't even have it that bright. Maybe I did have it at the brightest. So change the mode. Look at this. It's not expensive. Change the mode again, and I'm gonna go up. This is the one that I can't. Okay, but I'm gonna go back to the one I had, and it gets pretty hot. So if you're using your closet like me, because you're not afraid of just getting started and working with what you have, don't get me wrong, because I was like that for a very long time, but now that I have finally just stepped out and decided to do it, like, I just feel so free. And there are other things that I want to do that I'm still struggling with, where it's like, okay, just start, just do it, and then I'm like, no, I gotta have this, no, I gotta have that, no, I gotta do this. But right now, like, I am definitely excited to see how far God is going to let this go, just because I am using everything that He gave me, and just because I'm exercising my gifts and allowing them to grow, and because I'm like really seeing and believing the possibilities and the potential, and the talents, like the fulfillment of my talents. Like, that's why I've been talking about this self-actualization stuff, because it's you're gonna be alone. Like, if you're afraid of feeling alone because you don't have any followers or subscribers, like, stop it. That's just a small part, but as soon as you get it in your head that it really doesn't matter, you might have to watch some YouTube videos of people who aren't afraid to talk about what it was like when they first started on YouTube. Because I love those videos. I love those videos when people sit down and they're like, look, I really thought that in my first year I was going to have like 10,000 subscribers. 10,000 is a huge number. Like, you have to be doing some crazy stuff, like, or you have to be like already famous to have that many. Like, if you're just a regular old, don't wait, because by the time you get ready, like by the time I get ready to be seen on YouTube and to be heard on the podcast, and to have people, watching my stories, like thousands of people watching my stories every day, like I'm gonna have it together by then. There's no doubt, because my gifts are gonna make room. I just have to exercise them. I just have to build that muscle. And that's what it is. Like, this is the workout. You might as well start now, because what's going to happen if you buy all this expensive equipment and you do whatever it is that you need to do to your appearance to make you feel better about yourself, and you get the three jobs to be able to afford all your equipment and afford what everybody else is doing, which is always going to change. The trend of technology and like videography equipment is going to keep changing. The cameras are going to keep evolving, and the prices are going to keep going up. So you might as well just do it now while you have nothing. Let the gifts make room. Trust God to open up doors and opportunities for you. Let it happen. Just do it. And watch what happens. Having a small, like, it's so funny because I'm gonna try not to get into my all my points, but basically, today, episode 20, like I've just been talking about, is about having little to no audience members, and that being an excuse. So basically, let me change it. The excuse is why we don't get started, with what we have. And then, episode 21, I'm going to talk about the beauty of failing quietly. The episode 22, I'm going to talk about documenting your growth, and expressing your story, and letting your life be the campaign, um, and figuring it out that way. That's what I want to talk about. So, some other, I don't know what other excuses, if there is anything else that's bothering you, that's making it harder for you to get started, no matter what it is, whether it's a business, um, whether it's, maybe, maybe you're dating this girl and she's really cool, and you want to propose to her but you don't think you're good enough, stuff like that. Like, just tell me what what is it that's, I don't need to know your business. I don't need to know what it is you're trying to do. I don't need to know that. I want to know what is stopping you. What's your excuse? You don't have enough money? You think people aren't going to like you? You think people aren't going to listen to your music? You think you think what you have to say is not valid? Maybe people have been telling you your whole life that you should just shut up. And now you feel like you don't have anything else to do but shut up. What is the excuse? That was it for me. Why I wasn't using my voice, because I just thought for so long my voice wasn't getting me anywhere because nobody liked it. And then just recently I've been like, wait a minute. There were people who did like my voice. Like, you have to focus on your strengths. Don't focus on the things that people told you that they didn't like about you when you were 13. Right? Like, focus on your strengths. Don't focus on any of your weaknesses, because that's, you're just gonna give up. You don't want to give up, or you're just gonna be a hot mess. I mean, I'm a hot mess, but I'm not a hot mess. Um, but my voice is a strength, not a weakness, and I had to learn that. And I know I'm believing. God told me this a couple days ago, and I'm believing this, and I'm sharing it with you because I'm sure that it matters. I'm sure that it applies to somebody listening. But God told me all these nations all over the world, there's a nation out there. Maybe not a whole nation, maybe a family, maybe a school, maybe a group of friends, maybe one child in a different nation who's waiting to hear what you have to say, waiting to hear your voice, your tone, that tone of voice everybody told you that everybody's always made you feel like you're just so rough around the edges, and you need to change your tone. You need to what is it? What did they say? Learn how to talk to people. You know, maybe all those people just were lacking in the area of having a backbone. And there's somebody out there in a whole nother nation who needs what you have, who needs what you know, and they need it to be delivered the way that only you can deliver it. How are they going to hear you if you're more concerned about how much money you have, if you're more concerned about where you live, if you're more concerned about where you don't live, if you're more concerned about what you don't have? So I hope that you think about that. Hope I gave you something to think about. Hope I added some value to your life. I hope that you click support, and help this community grow. Um, I'm excited. I'm just excited. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited. I'm loving this. I was scared at first, and then I just forced myself into it. 100 days ago, well, 98. No, what's the real day? Well, yeah, technically 98 days ago. I said, you know what? I'm just gonna do it now, and I did it. Every day I've been recording. Um, in the last 30 days, okay, the last 6.5 weeks, I've been doing like a bulk recording and then taking days off, which works better for me. But I'm now at two, almost three podcasts, two, almost three YouTube channels, a ton of Instagram, Facebook, Twitter accounts, and I just feel like I have so much to offer. And people are always telling me I'm moving too fast, I'm doing too much, and it's like, well, maybe that's how God made me. And this is how I'm happy. I'm happy when I'm doing too much. So there's that. Um, so stick around because episode 21 and 22 are coming up. I'm gonna finish talking about this. All right. Take it easy. Stay lovely. That's not gonna work. I'm probably not gonna say that anymore. But bye.